Building a legacy from start to finish. When asked, "Who is Sean Winthrop Douglas?" people close to him respond, "A loving father, brother, son, and a thoughtful friend. A volleyball player, black diamond skier, race car driver, and car enthusiast. A die-hard Trojan fan, a third-generation funeral director, and owner of Douglas Family Mortuaries." Sean was born on August 26, 1969, but the family legacy started 2 generations earlier in 1934 during the Great Depression, when his grandfather Samuel Douglas Sr., his grandmother Cravens Douglas, and his father Sammy Douglas left Paris, Arkansas for California, where his grandfather accepted a position with his brother-in-law at Dunaway Funeral Home, located in the city of Hawthorne. Sam Douglas Sr. went on to mortuary college and graduated in 1941 as class president. He managed the mortuary with his wife until 1949 when they started Douglas Mortuary on Richmond Street in El Segundo, and started working and saving to build the current Douglas Family Mortuary in 1957, which still sits at 500 East Imperial Avenue in El Segundo. Sam Douglas Sr. was heavily involved in community service. He served as president of the El Segundo School Board and was past president of the Los Angeles County Funeral Directors Association, the El Segundo Kiwanis Club, the Chamber of Commerce, and served on the board of directors of this very organization, the California Funeral Directors Association. In 1971, Sam Sr. passed away suddenly on a trip with his wife Cravens en route to pick up a funeral coach from New York. Cravens continued to manage Douglas Mortuary along with their son Sam Douglas Jr. Cravens was also very involved in community service. She embraced women's issues with a passion that was rare in the 1960s. Her service led to her appointment of the California Governor's Commission on the Status of Women by both Governor Pat Brown and later Governor Ronald Reagan, the only woman to be appointed by both Democratic and Republican administrations. She never fully retired. She continued to be involved in the El Segundo Mortuary until her death in 2004. Sam Douglas Sr. and Craven Douglas had one son, Sam Douglas Jr., who graduated from USC and had aspirations of being a dentist, but after graduating by his own admission, realized he had acquired a great deal of knowledge about the mortuary business through osmosis. He had grown up hearing about the mortuary business every day, but his real education came from working in the business. Sam Douglas Jr. worked alongside his mother and father for many years, and in the 60s they added to the family legacy by purchasing 4 mortuaries, one in Paramount, followed by the original Hawthorne mortuary his parents first worked for, then another in Linwood, and one more in Southgate. During this time, he also met and married his wife Jackie Fisher, and they had 4 children, Heather, Brooks, Aaron, and Sean. In the early years, Sean's mom was a flight attendant with Pan Am, and later held a management position with the airline. In the 1970s, a passenger on Pan Am died in flight. Airline officials searching for a local contact to assist with the deceased called Douglas, who helped handle the incident. Shortly thereafter, a Pan Am plane had an accident and he was called to take care of the families. Sam Jr., his wife Jackie, and later Sean served over 16 airlines and over 56 accidents and have established a reputation as the airline accident and disaster funeral coordinators, most notably being called upon to coordinate the recovery efforts of the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Sam Douglas Jr. continued his family legacy of being civic-minded as he was president of the board of the Robert F. Kennedy Medical Center, Kiwanis Club, YMCA, and the Chamber of Commerce. His professional affiliations include president of the Los Angeles Funeral Directors Association, key roles in the Los Angeles County Coroner Office, and the California Funeral Directors Association. He also founded the First National Bank in El Segundo. Sam Jr. was also a car enthusiast, with a soft spot for Ferrari and Formula One racing. Through the years, he would gather his friends and family to attend the Grand Prix held in Long Beach, and he also loved to gather for USC football tailgate parties, both things being a tradition the family still treasures today. Sean Douglas grew up in El Segundo, where he played many sports including football. It was in high school that Sean first realized he wanted to follow in his parents' and grandparents' footsteps. He always was drawn to helping people, and he felt that everyone deserved a funeral. Sean also went on to graduate from USC, and while going to school, his dad put him to work by having him manage the mortuary finances and directing funerals. It was then that he fell in love with the pomp and circumstance surrounding funerals and the gratitude he felt making a difference in the lives of others. Sean has continued the family legacy with the purchase of a cremation society, and then within several years adding 3 more, growing the family holdings to 4 mortuaries and 4 cremation societies. He has also continued the family legacy by giving back to the community by service, with such organizations as Rotary, Education for the Children's Foundation, coaching Pop Warner football, and serving as president and lifelong treasurer of the Los Angeles Funeral Directors Association and the board and executive committee of the California Funeral Directors Association. Sean also served as president of the South Bay Trojan Club, and he continues to support USC athletics as a lifetime member of Cardinal and Gold. You'll find him most Saturdays during football season attending the family tailgate right before the USC home game. Sean has a passion for Ferraris and racing, which he shared with his father. He tries to race as much as his busy schedule will allow and has grown to consider his fellow competitors as family. The Douglas family is very close-knit, and Sean has always considered his funeral home staff as his extended family, holding special outings for them and celebrating their success. But his true passion are his children. His daughter Paige Douglas continued the family legacy as she worked in the family business before she went off to Tulane University, and he feels lucky to share his love of racing with his son Spencer Douglas, who has just begun to enter the world of competitive racing. Sean feels honored to be installed tonight as the 118th president of the California Funeral Directors Association, and is forever grateful to give back to the profession that has given him and his family so much.